Okay. Here we go. I'm here. Had to get situated, had to get myself in a proper position to show off this action cam. Now, disclaimer, while it doesn't come with the headband strap, this is mine, but I don't have a helmet for my bike riding. I'm a daredevil. You know, I like to get out there and just ride the streets with this big old dome. I mean, I'm Superman anyway, so it's not like I'm going to hit my head and crack my skull. And I've fallen enough times as a kid to know how to not fall. But anyway, that's besides the point. The point is this action cam right here. It's the Victure AC920. Let's get right into it. Well, what do we have here? Something I've been wanting for a while. An action cam by Victure. 4K Wi-Fi Ultra HD. Oh man, action camera. Let's go ahead and get into it. The AC920. Victure AC920. Okay, look at this. Very nice. Pretty hefty size instruction manual. Oh yeah, I'm going to take a minute to go through this. All right. Set that aside. What do we have here? Shopping experience and all that good stuff. So far, so good. And this is a Victure thank you card. All right. Go Victure.com. There we go. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and pull this camera out. Nice. Waterproof case. Looks good. Huh? Let's see. How do you take this waterproof case out? There you go. Look at that. Nice camera inside there. Look at that. Nice little action cam. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, let's put it back in the waterproof case. And we're actually going to test and make sure that this waterproof case works as it should. Got your adjustment handle, so you can go ahead and attach it to your bike, or if you have a helmet cam or a helmet rig or something like that. Yep, pretty cool. I'll go ahead and put that back together. Oh, there we go. Line that up. Put that back together. There we go. Okay, let's set that aside. And let's see what else is in the box. Let's move that so we can get to this. Okay. Oops. All right, here we go. Wow, this thing is stuffed. Let's see what comes with this thing here. Okay, so we've got, looks like a remote. Okay, yeah, Bluetooth remote, I see. Camera, or like still photos and record. Okay, let's go ahead and get that out of this plastic here so we can take a closer look really quick. Nice. All right, what else do we have here? Like a belt clip or something there? Let's see. Nice. All right, so many pieces. I have a lot to play with here. Wow, this thing comes fully equipped. It's got some more belt clip accessories. All right, well, can't hurt to open it up, right? Might as well just open up and take a look. Wow. Well, looks like some double-sided tape here. I'm not going to take that off just yet. Just going to pull everything out of the bag. Another clip if you want to attach it to your action cam or your helmet rig or something like that. Set that aside. Wow, this thing is full. Oh, there's another one. Different type of rig, I suppose. Yep. We got options. Man, this thing comes with a ton of accessories. Wow, another type of bike mount or helmet cam type rig mount. Wow, man, this thing is fully, wow. I did not expect this many different types of mounts. This is awesome. This is an adjustable mount here. Okay, well, let me open it up so you guys can see it better. Uh-oh, dropped the piece, hold on. Oh yeah, part of the rig there. Yep, adjustable. If you took the handle from one of the others and put it in there, There you go, right? Wow. More pieces. Wow. Belt clip right there, Velcro. Set that aside. We've got USB micro, not Type C, is it now? Little micro USB. Well, let me make sure. Uh-oh. There we go. Micro USB for charging. There we go. Okay, looks good. This guy is another type of mounting bracket. Oh, there's two. Yeah, there's one type of mounting bracket there. Camera should fit right into there easily. Then there's another type of adjustable mounting clip. Wow, I've got a lot to play with. Wow, we're halfway through this box. Wow. Okay, it has a microphone. Oh, is it? Yeah. Microphone, that's awesome. So that's going to be fun to test. Cool. I wasn't expecting a microphone, but yep. We got a clip-on type of microphone. Let's just be 100% sure. Yep, does have a microphone. There you go. Awesome. 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 So much good stuff in here. Wow. What else do we have? Another type of mounting bracket. And this is so awesome. I guess this goes on your bike. It goes between your bicycle handle there. Yep, and then you can mount the cam on there like that. Okay. Looking good, looking good. We're almost through this. Some more Velcro straps, adjustable straps. There we go. Cool. We've got, let's see, another belt type clip with the double-sided tape. Looks just like this one right here. Yep. Okay. Wow, some zip ties and some microfiber cloths and some more extra double-sided tape for mounting purposes. That's awesome. This camera gives you everything you need and more. Wow, what is this? This is the battery. Yep, lithium-ion battery. There's one. And it appears to be two. There's a second battery. There is the second lithium-ion battery. Okay. And lastly, more pieces for the, let me move that out of the way, that plastic. More pieces for the underwater, look, waterproof seal, rubber gasket for the underwater casing. That is awesome. This camera comes with everything you need and more. So let's go ahead and get deeper into it. Let me go ahead and study this big user manual, learn this thing thoroughly so I can do a very accurate test and make sure that I'm using this camera to its fullest capability. So I'll be back in a minute. There are so many different pieces. I don't know where to begin. I mean, this is awesome. Like I said in the unboxing portion, it comes with everything you need. It even comes with additional parts and pieces. Like this part here, I didn't open because it's a duplicate of one of these pieces here. So I'll just set that aside, but it never hurts to have extra pieces, just like this Velcro strap here. It comes with 3 additional different sizes of Velcro straps, and I'll set that aside too. And as I mentioned also, it has double-sided tape there, and it has microfiber cloth, some zip ties, all types of security ties and whatever. I mean, this thing comes with everything you need. And with all these pieces, for a minute I was wondering, it's 20 pages in English, it's different languages, as I hope you can see there, different languages here. Dutch, France, Italian, Spanish, and Chinese maybe. I hope I'm not mistaken that. But it's 20 pages per. And initially it shows you all the different ways, the waterproof casing, all the different types of snap-in and adjustable type of double-sided tape. Actually, it has double-sided tape on the back. And for a minute I wondered why it would have double-sided tape on the connection, but if you look here, maybe if you have it on like your helmet cam or something, or your helmet or goggles or something, and it doesn't have a screw-in type mount, you can go ahead and double-sided tape it to the camera or the camera rig. So for example, this will go on your bike handle, and I'll demonstrate that later on. You go ahead and unscrew these, you take that apart, you separate it as best you can, or all the way if necessary, and you would put your bike handle in there, right? So that's pretty awesome. And then you have this this can go on your helmet cam, your helmet gear. All you would do is take one of these adjusting arms like this here, and it will go in between your camera and the mounting arm there and screw into position. And then this, along with the double-sided tape in, this is what I was talking about, it snaps into place, kind of like almost like a little seatbelt rig. You got to figure out the right way to get it, and it is a tight fit, but it's a good fit. Let me see, make sure this is the right one, because I was messing with this earlier, and let me see if I can get it to go. It is a tight fit, but it's a great fit. Oh, I'm sorry, I was going the wrong way. Okay, so you're going from the back in on in. There we go. It's a tight fit, good fit, snaps into place, right? It's good, depending on how you want to mount it. Double-sided tape there, mount it on top of your helmet cam, your bike riding helmet, or your action helmet, or whatever the case may be, right? Now, check this out. We already saw, initially, it comes with the dust-proof / waterproof case, and it even has an additional backing if you want to use that, but we'll set that aside for now. But if you want to use it in your dust-proof case, you can do that. As you saw, it initially came like this. Put it in your dust-proof, waterproof case, and we'll test the waterproof capabilities. I'm sure it'll work perfectly fine. But just like this piece here, it can snap into another piece like this one here. It would snap in just the same, and you can mount that to your helmet cam, or whatever you choose to use. But also, if you wanted to unscrew this and take off the legs, if you have, okay, so you take that off, and we'll set that aside for a second. Set this aside for a second. This didn't come with it, but this is my own helmet or headgear that I could use. So I'll take this off for a second. Put that in place. It's all universal. Then I could mount, we'll make sure the holes are lined up, which they are. Let me see if I can get that in there. There we go. Then, just like that, I can mount my own, mount it to my own headgear. And I'll go ahead and show you what this looks like as well. But that's just to show the universal fitments that it has. And even with that, you know, you got your shutter button, your power button, your off and on, your record, and so on and so forth. So let me go ahead and unscrew that and put this aside for a second. And when we undo this, let's undo that, get the camera out of there. There's other mounting options, like for example this. It's like a cage, if you will. So let me see if I can line this up the right way. I think it goes like, I think it goes like this. There we go, let's see. Perfect fit, right? So now, if you had something like this, it has the, what is it, 1/2 inch mount. Take that, mount that. Then you can use one of those universal arms again, and you can mount this to your helmet or your bike just the same. I mean, perfect. I mean, it comes with everything you need. Everything, absolutely everything you need. So let me unscrew that there. Also, what it comes with is this strap here, and I believe this can go on your belt strap. So if you were to slide that into place, perfect. Belt strap, you can put that on your belt or wherever you want it to mount it, and you just squeeze the tabs here to take it off. Bam, comes off just that easily, right? Same thing with this. Just lift that up and comes right out. Now, well, let's put that aside, and I showed you the Bluetooth remote. We'll go ahead and power it up and see if we can connect it to Bluetooth, and it also has Wi-Fi capability. But the battery, it comes with 2 batteries, which is great. The battery door, when you take it off, just be careful that it doesn't stay attached. It swings off, but that's okay, right? So we're gonna take this battery, and I don't know if you can see it in there, but it has some teeth or markings, and you wanna put that in there aligned like that. There we go. Ah, I hope you heard that. That lets me know that the power is working. There it is, look at that. And we have different language options. Let's see. Wow. Bunch of different language options. English. And let's see. There we go. Okay, and we are in 2021. There we go. We are in February. Yep. And what is today's date? Let me check my phone. 1 second. Hope you guys can see that. Okay, let's go February. Actually, you know what? No, let's go. Hold on, let me check. Let me check 1 second. Let me see something. Because I'm gonna do some action recording and I'm gonna set the date back because by the time I premiere this video, I want the date to be right. So we're gonna definitely move it to March. Let's say, okay. Let's go March 3rd. So hold on, let me go back. Oops, English. Yes, 2021. Yes, and we're gonna go March and 3rd. Enter. There we go. And I think we are set, right? Yep, and we can set the time. What time is it right now? Huh. Okay, so let's go ahead. Well, so it's touchscreen, or you can use the buttons. Okay. Okay, and hit the shutter button to make it enter. Setup complete. Yeah, I hope you guys can see that good. And there we go. No card. What? Here is the card. Micro or mini SD card. Right? It takes 32 gigs up to 128 gigs, which this one is 128 gigs. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put that in there again. Let me try to get that. There we go. Oh, I think it turned off because the battery wasn't fully charged, but that's okay. There we go. Yeah. 4K, 30 frames per second. Ah, that looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, I am going to absolutely enjoy this. Don't mind the mess on my table. Sorry about that. And then you have your USB charger. You can charge the battery here with the USB charger. Uh-oh, drop that. USB charger on the side. You charge that. That is not USB Type-C, but micro USB. Oops. Plugged in there, and then you will plug it into your USB charging brick, whatever one you have. Pretty simple, straightforward. But it also has a microphone. Lavalier type microphone. We're going to test the microphone as well. Microphone jack. And you plug that in to the USB port just the same. Does it? Yes, let's see. Yeah, and the microphone is plugged in. Microphone indicator. Battery life is pretty good. Pretty cool. Oh, I think it's recording. Let me stop there. All right, pretty good, pretty good. So when I do some action testing outside, I'm gonna go to the park, I'm gonna ride my bike maybe, put it in my car and drive around with it, and we're gonna see. And just in case you're wondering, the picture doesn't look perfectly clear, it's because the plastic is still on the cover. I'm just doing this for testing purposes right now, but we're gonna get into it and we're gonna see how this thing performs outside in good, bright, sunny daylight, and how it performs with the microphone, and we're going to actually test it underwater to see how it works overall. And I know it may not be a direct comparison, but for those of you who've been following my channel, my go-to camera is my Canon G50, and I'm going to test the HD or the 4K quality of this Handycam, this Victure action cam, to the 4K quality of the Canon G50. So let's see. Last thing here, let me see if I can get into the menu. Let's go settings, video resolution. Oh, 4K 60 frames per second, 4K 30 frames per second. Wow, got a lot of options here. We got options. I hope you guys can see that clear. I really do. But we got tons of 1080p, 60 frames per second, 720. Tons of different options there, right? And then we got voice record options. On and off. Go back, we'll go some more settings here. We got different sounds. The shutter sound on, the boot up sound, the beep sound, volume. Okay, let's go back there. Microphone. Microphone built in or external. We will be using that external microphone. Yep. Okay. White balance. Nice. different effects. Let's see what the black and white or natural, normal. You got your different auto, daylight, shade. Bunch of different settings there. That's awesome. Distortion calibration, I guess that would matter depending on if you're close to something. If it has barrel distortion from the lens, let's go back. Oops, let's go into settings there. Loop record, time lapse, interval. Oh man, this thing, fast motion, movie, wind noise reduction. Oh, that's perfect. Gotta have that. Date stamp. Oh, this is awesome. This camera has everything. I mean, literally everything. Wow, this is awesome. And it's touchscreen. Pretty cool, pretty cool. EV, that's for your exposure value if you want to compensate plus or minus. Yep, that's awesome, but we're just going to leave it in the center as it is. Pretty cool. So let me go ahead and figure out how to set up Bluetooth. Ah, there we go. Wi-Fi. See if we go Wi-Fi open. Nice. Yeah, I guess it's connecting right there. Waiting for the connection. Nice. Hope you guys can see that. Hope it's in focus. I really do. Maybe the Wi-Fi connection connects to your phone. I mean, that would make sense, right? So I guess I'll go ahead and look further into the instructions and set that part up. Then you got zoom. And you got wide. What is that? That indicator right there. 4K, fast motion, time lapse. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Your playback button. Yep, that's when I mistakenly recorded. So we're gonna delete that. Delete all files. Sure. Yep, there it is. It's gone. Okay. Wonder about the Bluetooth setup. It's already connected Bluetooth. I just hit the button and it already did it. It already took a screenshot. That's pretty awesome. Let's go to the playback. There it is. That's the shot that I just accidentally took using the Bluetooth. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So Bluetooth's already connected, so I'll go ahead and set that down. Everything's already been connected like you guys have seen. Delete the file. Yes, it's gone. No files on hand. All right, we still got good battery power and all that stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and get back into video camera mode just by hitting a different button on the Bluetooth. I hope you saw that. Video camera and still camera. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set it up with my little headgear rig. Then we're gonna take it outside and do a little bit of comparison to the Canon G50. Oops, I'm recording again. Rookie mistake. Let me stop that. There we go. All right, there we go. So, let me go there. And no recording. Stop. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a little comparison to my Canon G50. And I'm gonna go ahead and just ride around the city really quick, see what it looks like, see how it does, and see how they measure up. And then I'll go ahead and give my final conclusion, final review. One mistake I made earlier about trying to connect the Wi-Fi, in the manual it says, hope you can see that, it says download the ISMTAR DV app in the Apple Store or Play Store, right? So let's go ahead and try that right now. So go to the Play Store and we're gonna go, well, I was already searching for it, so there it is. ISmart DV. There we go. And let me make sure that is the right app that I was just looking at. It says, I don't know if that's a misspelling, ISMTAR. So let's go ahead and do that. ISMTAR. Oh, it just comes up ISMTAR DV app. Okay, well, let's see if it's iSmart. Go ahead and install it, and we're gonna see how this works. Okay, so I finally got it to connect, and it took me a minute, but that was user error. That was my mistake, not necessarily, that was my mistake. So let's see if I can get this thing going now. But I did get the confirmation that it's connected. If you see, it's connected to my Galaxy Note 8. Let's get that out of the way. It's got the password in there and all that stuff, authentication. Hope you guys can see that, hope it's in focus. But it is connected to my Galaxy Note 8. So let's see if I can get this app to work here and see how this thing goes. Oh, here we go. It's processing. Let's see, let's try this again. Well, let's go back. Disconnect it. Let's add a camera again. Let's see if it'll process. Alright, it's trying again. So let's see. The red light is solid. When it's trying to connect, it'll blink. But the red light is solid right now, so that means it is connected. There we go! Ha! Look at that! Wherever I move my camera, hey, let me show you my mug. Oh, that's my camera, that's me. Hey, what's up, y'all? Yep, that's me looking at y'all. Well, I don't know if, yeah, there you go. That's me looking at y'all through the camera. Cool. Right on, it works. Oh man, that's pretty cool. That is pretty awesome that it's connected. Wi-Fi connected. Solid red light on top. Everything is working as it should. That is pretty cool. So whatever the camera sees, it shows up on my phone. Let's see if we can go wide. Yep. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. That's cool. Yep. See? That's me again. Ha! There we go. Yep. That's me and my rig. What's up, y'all? Alright, so now we got this thing working. Cool. We're going to go ahead and head outside. And we're going to do the test against my Canon G50. And then we are going to do an underwater test too. Yep. So yeah, that'll do it. Okay, so while this is not a perfect apples to apples comparison, they both, my Canon G50, which is on the right, and the Victure action cam was on the left, they're both set at 4K 60 frames a second to make them as equivalent as possible, and they're both using their automatic settings. The Canon G50 is using its auto settings, and the Victure is using its auto settings, and I'm using the internal microphones for both. I'm not using the external microphone for the Victure just yet, but I'm just doing this so we can compare the quality of both 4K cameras and see how they look on this bright sunny day. Beautiful day. I'm in Las Vegas. Beautiful day in Las Vegas. And I'm hoping that we can get some good footage here so you guys can see the quality. And then what I'm going to do is, I did not bring an external microphone for my Canon, but I'm going to plug in the external microphone for the Victure just to see how it picks up, the microphone that it came with actually, just to see how it picks up in comparison to the built-in microphone and in comparison to the Canon's built-in microphone. One thing I will note, and I'll put the Canon in front really quick, while the Victure is still recording, you can tell by the blue light blinking. I hope you can see that blue light blinking there, but it still records even though it doesn't show on the LCD screen. So if I was to press a button, let's see. Yeah, if I press a button, it comes back up. I don't know if the Canon's picking that up or not in this direct sunlight, but I can see the LCD screen and it is showing that the recording is still happening. And there's my dog Penny. Penny, come on. Come. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is that's the Las Vegas Strip down there. I hope you guys can see that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom the Victure all the way down to the Vegas Strip as far as I can, and then same thing with the Canon. And I'm only using, for the Canon, I'm only using the actual optical zoom, not the digital zoom, so it's not gonna cheat. So let me zoom all the way in down there. That's the Vegas Strip as best I can see it. And I'm doing this handheld. And now, let me do the same with the Victure cam. And hold on for a second. I'm going to pause the Canon just to do this zoom with the Victure. Well, turns out that I can't zoom while I'm recording with the Victure. At least it doesn't show that. But if I tried to zoom in as best I can, and it doesn't have a super zoom at all, so I'm going to stop recording and then zoom out again just to show the difference. But I guess it makes sense that I wouldn't be able to record and zoom because it would be attached to my helmet or my bike or anything anyway. So let me stop recording and start recording again, and that's as wide as it is by comparison. You can look at the previous footage. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop recording one more time, and I'm going to plug in the external microphone that it came with, the USB microphone, and we're going to see how that sounds compared to the built-in microphone. Okay, now I'm recording with the external microphone built in, and it is around my chest, middle of my chest area, so I'd imagine 8 inches to a foot away from my mouth, and hopefully it's not distorting, and hopefully the sound is really good. But just wanted you to hear that, and there you go. There's Penny again. Hi, Penny. Come on. Come on. Yeah, picks up pretty good action. And let me move it around pretty quickly and see. Hope I hate to make you guys dizzy like that, but just want to show you how it picks up good action as if I was running around. It's pretty stable, right? Running around, that's actually pretty good as far as what I can see on my LCD screen. Pretty good. And I'm going to pause it right now and let me just double check and make sure if it has an image stabilization or not, and then I'll turn that off and on to see how that responds. I notice it has an electronic image stabilization, but I don't have the manual with me while I'm outdoors, but I would imagine that's for still photography, because while I'm doing video, it's just grayed out. So I don't have the option to turn it on or off. But if the LCD screen is any indication of how stable this image is, it should be perfect, because it's not distorting, it's no lag, it looks pretty good. Looks really good. And what I'm going to do, my final test really quickly before I head back inside and conclude this, I'm going to record side by side with the Canon, and I'm going to move the camera side by side really fast and see if this Victure cam is as good as the Canon, or vice versa, if the Canon is as good as the Victure when it comes to image stabilization. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay. I have both side by side, both recording, and let's see. Okay, both side by side, both in auto mode, both recording, and I'm spinning, and I'm running with both to see how they hold up. Penny, come on. Come. And here comes Penny. There we go. Good girl. Okay, so that pretty much concludes my outdoors recording. And I'm going to go ahead and shut this down, go inside the studio, and conclude. So, in conclusion, yeah, it's not a fair apples to apples comparison to compare the Victure AC920 to the Canon G50, which I'm using right now. But on its own, the Victure AC920 is an awesome camera. Yeah, there are parts where the 4K quality may not measure up that much to a camcorder, but again, this is not an apples to apples comparison. It is a very nice action camera. It picks up very good. It's very stable. The image quality is good. It looks really nice. Now, when you zoom in with the camera, as you see where I tried to do down to the Vegas Strip, it didn't fare too well. The picture quality looked a little pixelated, you know, but at the same token, I really don't think you would zoom in on an action cam anyway. Now, I've never owned an action cam. I've always wanted one. I've looked at a couple. You know, everybody always wants to go with the GoPro, which is nice, but a couple of things I don't like about the GoPro is the price, you know, especially. That's number one. Number two, I'm not that active. I am active. I play with my dog Penny. You know, we run around the park all the time, but not enough to the point where I need an action cam. And that's not to say that getting the Victure is just taking an L, taking a loss in comparison to the GoPro. What I also don't like about the GoPros is, from what I've seen, they use a lot of fisheye lenses, and you know, you get close to something, you get far away from something, the image is severely distorted. Whereas, at least to me, with this Victure camera, it doesn't suffer from that fisheye effect when using it. And the wide angle is wide enough. And again, like I said, it's stable. So when I'm riding my bike or jogging or running around with Penny, the picture quality is good enough. There's not too much I can say about it. I mean, other than it's a great camera, and for the price and for what everything you get. I know I try to speed through my unboxings, and I know this one was a little long, but that's because it comes with so many accessories, and that's a good thing. That's a major thumbs up. For the price, you get so many accessories. You can attach it to your bike, attach it to your wristband, attach it to your headband, attach it to your helmet, attach it to your belt clip. I mean, there's so many accessories, so many ways you can use this thing, and all the accessories are strong. They're universal, and they hold strong to whatever you attach it to. So, and then, I mean, yeah, all the other action cams are waterproof, but this thing is waterproof. You saw I did a quick test with a bowl of water, put it underwater just to see if it worked. I put the camera in there, it recorded crystal clear, no distortion whatsoever. And then when I pulled it out, it was bone dry, just like it was supposed to be, like I would hope it would be. And not only does it perform just as a waterproof case, but a dustproof case in case you want to go hiking out in the desert. I live in Vegas, aka the desert. So if I do go hiking, now I don't have to lug around my Canon G50 or my Panasonic 870, or even bring out my phone and get my phone all dusty. I can use the action cam with the dustproof case on it while I'm hiking in the mountains whenever my brother comes to visit and forces me out the house and makes me get out and see some nature. So all in all, although truthfully it doesn't measure up to a Canon G50 camcorder, the quality that it does deliver is good. And the feature wise, you know, it has the Wi-Fi, it has the slow-mo, it has the fast action. I mean, all that, and it works great. It works absolutely great. And color wise, it measured up to the Canon when both of them are set in auto settings. So, I mean, you can't lose. I mean, if you're trying to make a feature film with it, I don't think I necessarily do that. But at the same token, I might not necessarily do a feature film with my Canon G50. I don't know. But all in all, for the price, for everything you get with it, for the image quality that comes with it, in that price point, it's an absolute win. If I had to give an honest 1 to 10 scale, I'd put it on a 7. And this is not including the accessories aside, just the picture quality alone. I'd give it a 7 because if you look at certain scenes when I do the Canon and the Victure side by side, if you look at the lack of detail in the grass per se, or the trees or something like that, you can see a little bit of lack of detail. And again, it doesn't zoom, but again, I don't think you would necessarily zoom an action cam, but it doesn't have that zoom feature. And otherwise, I mean, maybe a 7.5, something like that. I guess what's hitting me is just the lack of image quality in 4K at 30 frames a second or 4K at 60 frames per second, which my Canon actually cannot do. My Canon can do 4K at 30 frames per second, but not 60. So that's a plus for the Victure. But picture quality, image quality, you know, it suffers a little bit in those finite details that you would expect to get from a 4K camera. But you better believe 100% I will be filming with this Victure camera. I will be taking it with me when my brother comes in town and forces me to go hiking with him. When I decide to ride my bike, if I feel like running around the park with Penny with my head strap on, I absolutely will be using this Victure camera and not lugging around my camcorders or pulling out my phone for that. So yeah, maybe a 7.5 on a scale of 1 to 10. I give the Victure thumbs up. It is a good buy. If you're on a budget, you want to save some money and get a lot for your money that you spent and not want to spend as much as it would cost to get you a GoPro, absolutely go with the Victure. So this is Ahmed with A. Roberson Photo, A. Roberson Media, and I hope you liked this review. And if you did and you're considering getting one, click the affiliate link in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.